I'm quite sure that some of you may have already heard about it on Twitter, on social media. Well, we are making it official this afternoon right here in this MediaCon. And of course, as always, when we have a milestone, an exciting news at Sunlife, we want to be able to share it with you because you have been so supportive of Sunlife's financial literacy advocacy through the years. Now, it's great to know that you see the importance of this cause and that you understand the value it brings to the lives of our fellow Filipinos. Of course, sa tulong ninyo, mas malayo ang maaabot ng sikat ng araw. And at this point, I would just like first to acknowledge the presence of some of our top executives, starting off with our chairman of the board, Mr. Lito Camacho, is here with us today. Chairman Camacho. And of course, Sunlife's global executives are here as well. We have Global Chief Client and Innovation Officer, Mr. Chris Way. And our Global Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Manjit Singh, is here as well. A few others are in this event. You'll get to meet them later on. But for now, we'd like to give you a glimpse of Sunlife's financial literacy advocacy over the years. And for that, let me invite on stage our Chief Client Experience and Marketing Officer for Sunlife Philippines, Ms. Carla Gonzalez-Shaw.
Bright afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today in our media conference. I'm sure you're very excited who we want to reveal. I'm sure din na hindi kayo pumunta dito para sa akin. But I'm hoping that you'll indulge me with a few more minutes to talk to you about Sunlife's financial literacy advocacy over the years. Now, just to give you a bit of trivia, alam niyo ba that Sunlife was the very first financial services company in the country that launched a multimedia financial literacy campaign? Those who were with us back in 2008 might have remembered it. Now, the inspiration behind that campaign was very simple. In fact, it was at the height of the Asian financial crisis. It was at the height of this financial crisis. It was back in 2008. And at that time, we asked ourselves, how can we promote Sunlife to Filipinos if they do not understand the value of insurance and investments? We had to take a step back. We needed to ensure that every Filipino understands the value of personal financial planning. And this was the reason why we created the very first multimedia financial literacy campaign in the country, which we called It's Time. Back then, if you can see, it's still red. It's not even yellow. And because we were intent in educating Filipinos about personal finance. And we said, who can we engage to ensure that most Filipinos will hear our message? And this was actually the very first time wherein we engaged celebrity ambassadors to help us get this message across. In fact, we took inspiration from this particular study which we call Solar Flare. Solar Flare is actually a client research that asked Filipinos what their financial concerns were, what they were most worried about, and where do they need help on. And this was through this research that we had inspiration in creating this financial literacy advocacy. We saw that most Filipinos were not financially prepared. We also learned that most of them are financially insecure. And so we said, we need to educate Filipinos on these needs. And so we unveiled our very first brand ambassadors during this time. We had then not yet the Senator Bam Aquino talking about the need to invest even in small amounts, and eventually it will build over time. We also had Pia Magalona, a policyholder, along with his husband, renowned rapper Francis Magalona. It was unfortunate that Francis passed away due to an illness. But because of the benefits and proceeds of Francis M's life insurance policy, the family was able to sustain their future. And luckily, we also had the privilege of welcoming Piolo Pascual, our very first celebrity ambassador. At that time, Piolo was engaged with Sunlife on a charitable activity and an event. But as we conversed with him and what he wanted to do with Sunlife, we discovered that he was the perfect ally in our financial literacy advocacy. And so, through all of these efforts, the financial literacy multimedia campaign its time became very successful and encouraged a lot of Filipinos to start their journeys towards financial security. And in fact, this advocacy continues on until today. A lot of Filipinos are still looking to secure the future of their loved ones. Even more so during the pandemic, where we saw the impact of being financially prepared, ensuring that they can strive after this particular pandemic. And in fact, we ask Filipinos again, what are your financial goals? What are you most concerned about? What are you trying to do for the future? And probably these financial goals are similar to yours. They're thinking about building their emergency funds, building it up again to ensure that they can sustain their families. They're thinking about growing their wealth, investing money to ensure that they have something to provide for their children and their loved ones. They're also looking at their health. Because of the pandemic, they realized the importance of being protected against critical illness. Apart from that, of course, they would want to stretch their income to ensure that their everyday financial needs are being addressed. And so these financial goals, all of these may be similar to yours. And so I ask our friends from the media, please be our allies also and helping spread the word about being financially literate. It is through this that we can get more Filipinos build a brighter future for themselves. And today, we have product solutions that can actually address these particular financial needs. We've recently launched Sun Legacy. Sun Legacy provides lifetime guaranteed cash benefits to stretch the income of our policyholders. We have Sun Max Link Bright, a protection and investment product that actually provides non-guaranteed financial values that they can redeem at a certain point in time. Apart from that, the Sunlife Prosperity Bond Fund, which is a mutual fund that can also help Filipinos invest for only a small amount. Imagine, for as low as 1,000 pesos, a Filipino can already start investing. And all of these financial solutions or product solutions that Sunlife has, all of these can be availed through our financial advisors. It just takes one meeting, one financial needs analysis with our financial advisors, and you can already learn about these product solutions. Now, Sunlife remains committed to our financial literacy advocacy. In fact, we have nurtured it over the years. For a long time now, it is at the heart of every Sunlifer. Whenever you would talk to a financial advisor, this is the first thing that they will talk to you about. And so, we're very fortunate to have brand ambassadors as allies, not just our financial advisors. Piolo Pascual, who is very well loved in the Philippines. In fact, we just launched him again today in an event with our financial advisors. He has been highlighted in most of our brand campaigns. In fact, when we talk to Piolo about his own personal financial plan, he will tell you that he has around 10 life insurance policies with Sunlife. He has been a long-time client. And these policies address several of his financial needs, from liquidity down to protection and health, and even accumulation and growing his money. Apart from that, we also have Matteo Guidicelli as an ally. His very first campaign with us was called Slam the Scam. It was meant to educate Filipinos against investment scams. And this was a very successful campaign for all of us because it also cemented Sunlife's position as a financial literacy advocate. And today, we also have Donnie Pangilinan reaching the Gen Z market. He encourages the youth in starting their journeys towards financial security. In fact, he's also a big health and wellness advocate. Today, there's someone else who will be joining the Sunlife family. Meron po tayong bagong kasakasama sa Sunlife. Gina sila na sumama sa ating advokasya. Sino kaya ito? Do you know? Guesses! Who are the guesses?
Sarah G.
Sarah G. It is my honor to welcome the newest brand ambassador of Sunlife, Sarah Geronimo Gudicelli.